So naturally, this review starts off with the animated illustration of the 8BitDo Pro 2 controller. It was shown in the previous video, but do you know how long these things take to make? That's why I'm showing it twice. It's also something of a theme for these Photics TV tech reviews. As for the previous video, I'm not sure what's going on here. At the Apple Arcade subreddit, there were over 3,300 views in the first day. But when I look at my YouTube stats, there are only 46 views. What? 26.1% of that is from external sources. So 12 views out of 3,300? That doesn't seem right. Anyway, a rant about stats is not the point of this video. It's a review of the 8BitDo Pro 2 controller. Starting with the unboxing, it's very nice and simple. There's the controller, instructions, and a USB charging cable. The controller is available in some different colors. I picked black. It looks good, like a professional version of a Super Nintendo controller. I also like where everything is placed. I'm used to the PlayStation positioning of the analog sticks, so the 8BitDo Pro 2 controller is a good mix of two classic controllers. What's especially nice is that the D-pad is not as loud as the SteelSeries Nimbus Plus. I also like how the lettering for the buttons are off to the side, as the paint started chipping off the A button on the Nimbus Plus controller. The 8BitDo Pro 2 is certainly lighter too, smooth yet grippy from the textured handles. Everything just feels slightly better. And yet, this controller also feels like contraband, as the Apple TV is not one of the supported platforms listed. There are many though. PC, Mac, Android, the Nintendo Switch, even the Raspberry Pi. So I tried it on the Mac. It was okay. I was even able to get it to work in wired mode with Transformers Tactical Arena. I prefer a mouse and keyboard for that game, but it is nice to have options. With power, there are options too. I was surprised to learn that regular AA batteries work with this controller. That's phenomenal, as while a rechargeable battery is nice, they do degrade. It's nice to know that this controller could still be usable many years after the original battery has died. It's really nice that the rechargeable battery can be easily removed too, as I'm not sure if I have a screwdriver for this screw. I've been taking things apart for Photics TV reviews, but I'd rather not mess with this right now, as I really like this controller. It can do so much. That's the key word for this controller: versatility. It's just a good all-around gaming controller, which is what I was looking for as I've been thinking about branching out from Apple Arcade games. Yet, I played a lot of Apple Arcade games with the 8BitDo Pro 2 controller. It worked as expected. The only problem I saw was with Crossy Road. Occasionally, the character would move left when I wanted to move up. For that game, I prefer the Apple TV remote. It's just so easy and relaxing. But for games that require a controller, like Skate City, that's where this matters. And wow, I haven't played this game in a while. I forgot how to jump. Muscle memory is an issue, as not only did I forget how to play Skate City, I kept confusing the buttons. The Nintendo-style A-B buttons are backwards, with the A on the right side and the B on the left. It was crazy how many times I kept messing that up. I just couldn't stop making that mistake. It made a lot of games feel a little unnatural, as it took a while to adjust. I'm still not used to it. Such a slight difference can have a major impact. I kept exiting out of games instead of hitting the correct button to play. This is so frustrating. The controller doesn't feel like planned obsolescence. While it's still too early to tell if there will be controller drift, if the buttons will break, or if the circuitry will fail, right now, it just feels solid. I didn't mess with the firmware. I'm not using any special software. I just paired the controller and it worked. Everything is default. The controller worked right out of the box. Anyway, that's the story. Hopefully this information helps you out. Thanks for watching.